we're going to cuff and choke him. He reaches. Some of you guys, there's a couple guys staying after, talk to Bill about that. So why do we do, if he reaches, we're going to push. Okay? We don't push, pull, fight outside. Okay? Reason so, especially with the spread offenses and the speed sweep and set of things that get you so fast, and the stretch game. I was trying to, somebody was asking me questions. See, well, there's a reason why they call it a stretch. Basic thing. We tell the kids this. I want to make sure they understand. Why do they call it a stretch play? Because they want to do what? Stretch you out, get you running to the sideline, so what? Now you can find his reason to cut up. So if you fight outside, you give them what you want. Okay. So what we try to do is we want to make sure that anytime a guy reaches, we want to shoot two hands and we want to knock his ass back. Okay. If he goes to reach me, we want to push. Okay. Push with ideas now, we're basically going to be a two-gap defender. The ball bubbles, I'm going to come off on the front side. Right? The ball gets pushed back, he cuts up right now, I'm going to cross face, I'm going to come back inside and play my gap. Okay? And so many times this, let me kind of do this. One of the best drills we ever do in the game of football is that. Put your two bags down, right? When you do that, what gap does this guy have? He's got the gap with the ball in it. I got that gap. Ball comes over here, I got what? I got that gap. When you started out playing football and we do this, when we don't, I think we get so fixated on schemes that we forget this. It's about shooting your hand, lock it out, and sign the ball. Isn't that gap what? Throw off and make a damn play. And what we try to really do, and I think is important, is when we're watching film, if I'm watching the film, it's 3 technique, and he got a baseball, okay? I just tell him, look, buddy, there's your bag, and there's your bag. Which gap you got? One with the damn ball in it. You cut to it, throw off, make the damn play. Okay? So, and try to, and I think it's important with anything you do, is try to coach your drills when you do this stuff. Because you can do that drill a lot. 2 bags, or whatever you call it, Oklahoma, or whatever you call it, just a nutcracker, or whatever else. Okay? But if you don't point it out on film, then they kind of don't understand what the drill is. Right? I just hate this. They say, okay, what about the DB? DBs, oh, well, why do we do that drill? They never do that. Oh, crap. Put that damn wide receiver and put a strong safety, and he come block him. Good, here comes the ball, and it cuts out. What's he got? That's it. Put the bags up. There they are. That's it. That's football. Okay? All right. Got off topic. Okay. We talked about how our basic fits are, right? 5 technique squeeze, right? If I'm a stack backer and I'm on a shade 50s, I'm the bubble backer, whatever you call it in your defense, the bubble backer, the 30 technique, whatever else, right? We're going to gap exchange that thing. I'm going to make my call EDD, and the EDD it becomes important. Why do we make the call? For saying, here's the thing: why do we make the call if I'm going to stay square and read the quarterback's hands? Because when they run the midline, right, or when they run the veer, okay, so they take the tailback, right, and they're going to do this, and they're going to double that, and they're going to do that, and he's going to run that track there, okay? It's for that play alone. When in doubt, tackle his ass, okay? That's why he has an out. You gave him an out because you don't want him sitting there doing nothing. Okay, I didn't know. I couldn't see. Okay, so we do it for them when they run the veer out of the gun. Okay, the veer we call it the zero. Zone read, the veer combined as the zero. Okay, and they run that zero hardline play, which is a great play. Okay, and when they run that, we want to make sure that he knows, because it's going to happen so fast, he will sit down and take that thing. Right, so bam, I get the dot, I'm going to take it, declare it. Okay, zone option, it really don't make, it ain't gonna make a difference. If it's zone play, hell, it's the same. I'm gonna sit, squeeze, shuffle. Okay? We make the call because if there is an indecision, we want to make sure you know which one you got, I know which one I got. Okay? All right. So we talked about all those reads. If we've got a 3 technique and a 5, we're going to squeeze it. If we have a shade and a 5 technique, we're going to gap exchange that. And that's really for the zone cutback. That's why you've got to gap exchange that thing. Okay? But now we're going to talk about the blitzes and the stunts up front that can help. Okay? To refresh our memories again, talk about then the different types of spread. And if somebody else has got something, and you're saying, Coach, they're running with this in our conference, we want to talk about it, I'm more happy. Okay? The basic things we try to put everything in one of these umbrellas. It's either a zone option, okay, and again for how we're going to play it, where it's outside zone, we play it the same way on the quarterback and the read mesh drill, okay. So it's zone option, zero option, which we talk about the hard line dive, okay. That's really triple option out of the gun. The midline option, the read and the 3 technique, and then the quarterback runs come in their own umbrella, okay, and then they got the speed sweep stuff, right? Okay. All right, we talked already about this. Refresh 8-man fronts versus spread. We talked about gap exchange 50, squeeze versus the 3 technique, the eagle side. Okay. Right. Next thing we say, well, how are we going to change up? There's a couple things. How are we going to change? Because you don't want to do this. All right. A team that's predominantly running the option, it don't matter if it's underneath the center or in the gun. If you give that quarterback the same look all the time, sooner or later he's going to get in the rhythm. Okay, and if he's real good, you're going to have problems. So what we want to be able to do is now get into these looks and be able to give them different things. So I'm going to show you this as a slam look. Now we have 3-5, and instead of squeezing it, we want to go ahead and take that on the 3-5 side and take that outside guy and take the dive. Okay? All right. So here, shade 5. Okay, we're still going to make that call, right? We're going to zone read it here. All right, we're going to gap exchange it here. We're going to make the E call, gap exchange that. Okay? In our 7-man front, we said stunt the front. So if we're going to stunt the front, we know the back's here. Well, in order for me to run this backer across, which I'm going to have to do, and a couple of these are things we'll get into, what I'm going to have to do on the power, the dart, the counter read, I'm going to have to run the backer across. If I want to play too high versus a spread because it's throwing a football, how am I going to handle that backside gap? Well, so with 7-man front, we want to stunt the front. So our basic ones are this. If we go 3-5, we have a way we do this. We take the 3 technique in the B gap, okay, and we would take the 5 technique and bring him under right now, okay. If we do that, this backer, okay, we say he's an A to C spill player, okay? So now we're going to tell him, what we tell him is pat, 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 until the ball declares, okay? All right? So if I got basic rules here, so he knows what, if the stunt's in front of me, I'm going to pat my feet, and I'm an AC spill player. And I'll go through the dog, all right? I'm just going to check this A, the C gap, and if anything comes outside C, I'm going to stay inside it, I'm going to spill it out to my corner. That's what that means, okay? Yeah? Okay. So we have this gap exchange with 7-man front. So the backside is what we're concerned with, that backside A gap, okay? Or B in the other front, okay? So now let me say we put the 3 technique to the back. We still want to run him, okay? So how are we going to handle that gap? We're going to bring this guy underneath, okay? All right? So now he's got the B gap, the nose has got the A, I'm a free player. Ball comes all the way outside, it'll be the corner. And then I'm a C spill, so if it came all the way out, I would still be coming here too as a C player. Okay? Alright? But if the ball ran over here, I could run. I'm a free player. You with me on that? And then we got a little game, we're going to bring the 3 and the 5 both underneath. Okay? And again, if I get the game on my side, I'm an A to C spill player. Okay? Ball came here, he'd be outside. Now this is what we're slamming here, but back away. I'm going to pat, pat, pat. Let's see what happens here. Okay? Still making an E call here. EDD. Okay? Now give me the back to the slam. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to tackle the back. I'm going to slam the A gap. This guy veer blocks down. I'm going to come off his butt and I'm going to take the back. All right? It is, the C gap's threatened right now because why? The quarterback pulls it out. Okay? So now I'm going to scrape hard, just like we did in the eat call. He's basically doing the same thing. I'm going to scrape hard. I'm going to replace his feet. Okay? And I'm the quarterback player. Okay? And I'm planning on, I'm going to go through all of these. And I'm sure we'll get some film here too. Check it out. Okay? That was kind of quick. I need back with the flames. All right. Next one we do, if you're a 40 front team, it's good, is we want to what? We want to give them the 3 technique away, give them the A-gap player to the back, and then we're going to slam both. All right. We're going to slam both to the back. So I'm going to slam back to a 3 technique, so he's a squeeze player, right? Because now he's got a 3 technique, so I'm a squeeze guy. Okay? I got the A-gap, I'm still at 30, or what we classify as a 41. And we call it, when he comes inside, we say you're a 41, making sure what? I don't want to get too far down inside and he comes ear holding. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna go through all this. So you want to maybe write them up or see them all at once? What we talked about is this. If I had a shade 5 and the back was away, we're going to put him in there and we're going to free him up. Right? Also 3 technique. Okay? And, okay, fine. Okay? That way he can run here and he can run A to C. Okay? Then we're going to put the 3 technique away from the guy. Right? And we're going to do that one. Okay? We still make the E-call here. Simple. If I'm here and the back's on my side, I'm making the E-call. Okay? And then I'm going with the 3 away. Right? Got 3 technique away, the 5 technique. We're going to slam them both, and I'm going to be the A to C player. We got a shade, 5, right? Okay? We do not do this one or this one with the back on our side. Okay? This one, the back's away, same thing, the back was to him, and I'm scraping hard for the quarterback. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. Now this is one, here we go. Right now we're getting into 5-man pressure. Okay? Basic, simple. If we want to stop the zone read, I want to hit it. Okay? For us, we call this mad. I'm going to say back, mad. So which way we run it? We're going to run it to the running back. Because there's the zone. Okay? So if I say back, mad, now we're going to give him a 3-5, and I'm going to crash. And I'm going to the back right now. He's coming off the corner, and he's got the quarterback. Okay? Alright? Just to make sure we're going to stop the zone read, we're going to call it. We're going to call it to with the running back. If the running back was over here, we call it over here. Okay? We do all kinds of things. Guys, you want to put the 3 technique, we can say, we don't call it over front. If you want to run to the back, say back, over. Call the over front to the back. There you go. Now you 3 techniques to the back no matter what. I don't care if the tight end's to the right, if the back's to the left, you 3 techniques to the running back. Okay? We run this one. Okay? And we run this one quite a bit. Okay? What we do is we change it. Now it's different. This is all personnel, so it's not, how you did it in your front, whatever. What we do is we put the 2 backers to the running back. So we would turn, on any type of down block, we're going to turn the first backer loose. Right? First backer turn loose, he's going to go get the dive. Okay? And then we'll let him sit, squat, play the quarterback. Okay? 2 basic blitzes that we're going to do versus zone read. If I want to stop the zone read, we're going to run. If we're going to pressure it, we got to hit it. It's 3rd and 4, and we know we're getting zone option. Here it comes, and we got to hit it. The first one we call is mad, and we call back mad. And this one we call back flip. We're going to flip both backers to the running back. Okay? So the only difference is what? You got a better athlete chasing that dive. Okay? Are we good on that? Okay? Here we go again. I'll make sure we're all on the same page. Alright? Here we go, ready? Shake flies away from the back. We are still going to rocker step. Why? Because I still want to what? I do not want them double teaming that nose guard. Okay? So it don't matter to him. So now it don't matter because I'm still going to rock. I'm going to rocker step and I'm going to play A to C. Okay? Alright? We're going to bring him underneath this thing. Now we're going to go through and go exactly how he does it. That's not exactly how it's drawn up. He's not stepping inside and slanting down. So it'll be a little funny on the picture. Okay? Alright? Again, slam with him away. Okay? So you got to think of what you're getting, right? I'm getting zone blocks. They want to zone it, we're going to come underneath and we're going to come underneath. Okay? What is that? Is that Bill? Okay.
Excuse me, is this guy awesome or what? Nice guy. Coach Fong, I even brought you some of those tapes that you would ask for. Because I went back to back to back on clinics, so all I did was home in the corner. Hey, you fired up, Ronnie?
We're ready.
We're going to go teach these guys how to dart snap.
There you go. Okay. Any guys, any questions? Sure to ask.
You're going to cover stack for us one play.
Yeah, I'm going to cover stack. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it until we did the option. When we had the, actually it's not till the morning. Then we cover a little bit. Okay. I tell you what, we'll go ahead and cover it, just make sure we're done. When we say, we're two shell, and we say stack force, okay? He's brought it up, so we'll talk about it. It gives me time to actually, who's running the video thing?
I do. What video thing?
Yours? Okay. That gives you time to do that. I'll talk about stack force while we're getting that thing ready. Okay? All right. Can we shut that off? In front, all right? We got strong safety, you got your backer, strong safety, right? Everybody get on that? Okay? This guy right here is backside. We call him, he's a lever player. Ball goes away, he's a lever player. We call the next guy's, he's a spill player. Next guy's a lever player, okay? And that's basically for the two back fits. But we got a hard support player there, okay? When we go too high, we want it out of the corner, okay? Now let's go strong safety, free safety, okay? All right. Stack force goes this way, all right? And we number our guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Do you want to know why? I got too damn tired of talking to you guys about every year you get freshmen in and you say, how many eligibles they got? Shit, you know how many of them don't know? I don't know. 2 over here. I got 4. No, there's a damn running back there. It's the 5th one, right? You know what I mean? So we start making sure that we are aware 1 through 5. There's 5 eligibles. So we just started now. That's really why we went to the count 1 through 5. Okay? So we know where our strength was, and so we count 1 through 5. All right. Stack force. All right? Well, we want, let me talk 1 first, and we'll go to 2. Okay? What we want to do is what you don't, we want this guy's mentality, okay, is if he had his hand in the dirt in a 3-point stance and he's reading the in-man line of scrimmage, if I got low hat, okay, he is coming. Okay? That's what we want. Our corner's mentality needs to be, if I had my hand in the damn dirt and I was caught coming off the edge. Boom. Low hat, gone. It's a dead sprint. Okay? And we say this, is you're on a dead sprint, and what we want to do is this, if he 5 comes to block you, we want to dip, lean, and rip. Okay? We're going to dip, lean, and rip through that thing, and we're going to bring it all the way down to the tackle. Okay? Our job is to declare it for this guy as soon as possible. Okay? So we're going to take that, his mentality again, I'm coming hard for that spot. Okay? I'm crashing hard. All right, the safety's rule is this. He's going to read emo, okay, to number 5. Okay? His eye progression goes here. So he's going to read in-man. If he gets low hat, my eye's got to cut to 5 right now. If 5 is blocking, I'm stack forcing off the corner. Okay? So if 5 is coming to him, I'm stack forcing tight right off of there. Okay? Tight. And the tighter you bring it, the tighter this guy comes. We don't want this crud. Okay? Alright? So if I'm there, I'm a half-field player, and I'm going to go through real quick. He's going to walk out. We say anytime we're on top, I don't care if I'm a third player or a half-field player, if my job is responsibility for deep, you start in a walk. Right? I'm going to start in a walk, I'm going to make my key. I'm keying in-man line of scrimmage. Okay? If I get low hat, I'm in my walk, low hat, boom, I go to 5. 5's blocking, here I come. Okay? And you're stack forcing tight fit off the corner. Okay? If I get high hat, I go from a walkout to a pedal. Now my eyes cut back to 5. The outside releases. I'm going to weave off my hash. Okay, right? It goes all the same eye progression to run to pass. Right? If I go back, I got high hat. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to start my pedal. 5 inside releases. I'm going to be on tight hat. Okay. Okay. That's stack force. Okay. Corner. Don't give me no crap. You can't get in there. Get your ass in there, okay? So one of the things we're going to do on this is we're going to put him on the inside leverage of number 5. Okay? I'm inside leverage of number 5. I got to talk faster when I'm doing that. Okay? All right. All right? So again, this can go into the whole play about defending the zone option. I'm going to talk about this in the option game. A lot of times we're going to tell him, so we're going to tell him this. If that back's opposite you, we say slam footwork, in-man line of scrimmage, pull your damn trigger, right? Because the zone's coming to your side. Okay? Okay. So let's take it over here. We got 2 guys. Or let's go. Let me see. Let's take this one. And I'll come over here with the safety. Okay? So let's go. Now give me 4. Okay? Well, let's make sure we do our run fix right. So let's just say we're in our slam game or whatever. Boom, boom. I'm C. So I got that gap. I'm fitting to where? Right? I'm C, I'm D. Who's got E? Him.
And his read is still 5.
His read is still 5. Now he's got to see 4 to 5. He's got 4 to 5. He's got to see them both. Okay? Okay? Now, the only thing that changes that, let's say the tight split of 5. If he's a tight split, I can't get my ass in there. I'm going to go outside footwork. We name it. Okay? And I'll tell you why we name it. We name it because I want to make sure there's a C in the footwork so I know when I watch film that he knows what the hell he's doing. Okay? Slam footwork means he's going to step with his inside foot. Squat footwork means he's going to step with his outside foot. I know when I'm watching film, he knows whether he's going to slam or he's going to squat. Okay? If I'm in squat, okay, body comes off, I stay outside. Strong safety fits where? Inside. Okay? We know before the snap occurs, I know if I'm fitting inside or outside. Okay? Okay. So where would that change over here? Okay? We're going to stack force off the safety. Okay? So you may be doing it in quarters. I don't know what you know what I mean? It's a simple thing. I'm in quarters. Here it goes. Okay? All right? I'm going to take the free safety. We do it in different coverages. But anyway, we could be too high and we'll just tag. We'll tell him to stick it and he'll be on top of this guy. We'll stack force off of the inward. Stack force off of him. Same thing. Okay? So here he is. If he's in slam footwork, I'm inside. If I get low hat, I pull my trigger. You stack force off of him. If for some reason off alignment or coverage, he's in squat, then I'm where? I'm outside, safety fits inside. Very good on that. I'm going to talk about this again with the option game. Because that's what we're getting perimeter stuff. Okay?
Ronnie, you calling this the middle of the field?
Yep. Yep. I hope we'll get into that stuff. We do have, when we go into our, especially with the the zone option. Now, obviously, we're going to have, basically, middle field calls, all right, and we're going to have hash mark defenses. Okay, all right. We're going to have certain calls we're going to do just on the hash. All right. Now, one of them is like that. I'm going to just show you before we go into this stuff. There's a 3 technique in, so you can let's say it like this. Okay? Okay? Alright? So if I want to go too high, alright? Again, that could be your Sam. There's your Mike, there's your Will. Right? You walk your Sam out, it don't make a damn bit of difference. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times coaches, we try to say, oh, this is a 4-3, this is a 4-2-5, and all some crap. You know what I mean? You're either too high, one high, you either got 3 to, you know what I mean, the strength, you got the damn shape 5, you know what I mean, shape 5 to strength. That's it. You know, 4-3, 4-2, 8-man front, it don't make a damn difference. Nobody's running anything that hasn't been done before. Okay? Alright. So here's how would we play the field? Let me draw a couple of them. Okay? Let's say this is the boundary. Okay? So in the boundary, now we would say when I want to get 4 or 5, we would slam these guys in, right? So we got the zone here. He would see scrape it. I'd stack force off in the boundary. Okay? We would slam it, make sure we're going to push it all the way out and using our sidelines. Okay? All right? We do that one. If we knew they were going to do the same thing, if they were going to do the same thing to the field, say that all they're doing is they're running a zone option to the field. They're motioning them in like this, right? They're running zone option to the field. Okay? It's amazing how many people do that. That's it. Right? They're going to run to the white side of the field no matter what. Okay? Stack force the boundary. Okay? Stack force off the invert. Okay? If we want to make sure we're pushing it out, again, we would slam it. Okay? You slam it. If you want the NFL, they're going to call it pirate. Okay? All right. Okay? So a lot of people are going to call it pirate. Whatever. No matter. Bringing a 3-5 under. We're taking those gaps. Okay? He would scrape going A to C. Okay? And he would take the outside. All right? And we still have a stack force here. Basically, we're doing that. We're slamming. If we know they're coming here, we're going to slam all this stuff out. We're going to try to free it up basically so we got them outnumbered. Okay? All right? A lot of part about movement is that you're buying people, and you know, again, if they got a better line, the next thing you do is maybe you want to make them slow their feet work down, start moving your front. Okay? But there's a lot of things we'll try to talk a little more about hash mark and field and those things we do. Okay? But like all those other ones we talked about, you know, those are field mark calls in the 3 shape. Say the back was here. We're going to put him inside. He's got that. This backer here is going to checking A to C. Okay, we still have him here. If they didn't push it, went 4 or 5. They just ran the zone. He would run through. He's got that. He's got that. He's a bonus player, right? He's just a free player. All these gaps are counted for. Okay, and then again, he can check, go dive, quarterback to pitch. Okay. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to go in and because I think this is what it's the slam. It's all these stunts. It's how you teach them. Okay. Because there's problems with this. If you just take that guy and you do your regular slant footwork and he steps inside and he does that bit, they're going to run outside zone and the guard's going to get him and he's going to climb to that backer and get him sealed and you got problems. Okay. So here's and then I'm gonna take you through all these games, okay? And I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you what we call. We call this an edge game. Okay? So I'm gonna take you through that. We call this an echo game. That's when we take the 3 technique. Okay, and do that. And then we call this a slam game. We go 3-5, and then bring them both underneath. Okay? And I'm gonna go through all 3 of those. Okay? We got that? And then and if we get in there, we'll talk about we'll talk about the man call out there. Okay. Any questions before we go into the we got till 9. 8, I got an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any before we go in there, then he talks about these. Okay. Let me take this guy easier if I can hear me better before I go in there. All right. First of all, this one, okay, what we tell him to do is what we're going to do is stand forward. We're gonna step right down the midline of that daggum tackle. Okay. All we tell him is if it's a reach, okay, allow yourself to get reached. Okay. I want to get on the inside and I want to push. Okay. Same thing he was doing before. I'm going to push. I got to reach. I'm going to push. If I get the base, I got to stick my head in that B gap. Okay. All right. Now, off the pass though, and here's another thing. Kind of goes with the pass. We'll get a chance to talk to the whole idea on this. I think it's real important. Is if you can rush the passer on 1st and 10, it's huge. Okay, that's a big part. That's where all the games come in. It gives us a chance to rush the run stunts. You know, the ones I just all put, those are all run stunts. But those run stunts can give you the opportunity to rush the passer on 1st and 10. Okay. All right. So let me talk about this one. First of all, we're stepping there. We're on the inside nap. We've got the B gap. Okay. All right. This one, that 3 technique, is going to widen in the gap, and he's going to go. Okay? He's going to widen the gap, and his ass is going to go. Okay? The backer is going to drop step with his inside foot. Okay? And even back, it could be your end. Make a difference. Alright? I'm going to drop step with my inside foot, and that gives me a chance to hit this thing downhill. Don't want to run lateral. Okay? What I don't want to do is just come down here and run flat down the step. That's what I want. I want to drop step of that foot. So I'm hitting this thing, I'm coming downhill. Now the idea is that what? The chance that if it was zoned to you, the A gap would be coming to you anyway. So it ain't running way over here. It's probably running, it's a lot tighter. If they're zoning to you, that gap's coming to you too. Okay? So we'll go through that one. And then the slam game is this. If I, and now it goes to any of these where I'm slanting down. If I was doing this and the guy blocked down, if I am coming, I'm not going to fight across his damn face. Okay? Kyle, you want to step up a second? So when we talk about, all right. So if let's say I'm the 5 technique, all right, and I'm supposed to slam the B gap, okay? If he base blocks me, I'm going to B gap, okay? If he reach blocks me, I'm going to B gap, okay? All right? If he blocks down, I'm going to let his ass go, and I'm going to go through his ass, and if I'm coming, then I don't squat, right? So if you're coming, then you're going to go get the back right now.
You turn
That's
your
an option change.
You can turn your shoulders and get flat.
I'm turning my shoulders, I'm getting flat, I'm hauling ass. Okay? So basically what we tell this, what we want to do is we want to aim on that footwork, we want to aim for the inside V of his neck. Okay? I'm going to aim for the inside V of the neck, so if it goes down, I'm right tight off his butt, and I'm going after the back right now. Well, the backer's going to scrape and replace, and he's going to take the quarterback. Okay? Alright? That would be our, again, that's a little change-ups on 3-5. Because you don't want to get in and say, okay, it's a 3-5 technique, he's a squeeze. Here's your squeeze. He's going to sit and squeeze every time. So we got to give him a change-up. Okay? So if the back was to my side, I know I'm going to go tight, and I'm going to take the back. The Mike backer's going to scrape outside, and he's going to take the quarterback. Okay? The same thing. If it was pass, though, right, he high-hats me, I'm inside. Okay? So I didn't draw those other guys. It's not part of the talk, so let me explain what is a. If we have this call on, where he's coming inside, so if the guy high-hats me, the end's coming inside, that nose on pass is going to contain. Okay? If we're slamming, or pirate, whatever you want to call it, okay? If we're doing this and this, that nose, or the shade technique, if it's hi-hat, I'm going to contain. Okay? We're not talking pass right now, so that's what I'm going to get into. So we got that? Okay. All right. Well, let's go inside, and we'll go show you how we drill it and how we work the stuff. Okay? All right? So let's say it's center, guard, back. Okay? So, same thing, if somebody, if he went down, I'm still gonna squeeze. Okay? That doesn't change what happens. Okay? Let's just say, okay, now let's say the ball's away from me, back's away from me on the side. Okay? I'm still gonna take my step to the man, all that stuff. If he comes out on a base block, I want to shoot 2 hands. We don't want to be cuffed and choked, so I don't want to be out here. Okay, I'm not cuffed and choked. I'm shooting 2 hands, and my head's on the inside of this gap. Okay? I've got the B, the nose would have the A, my back is now free. Okay? Alright? So, when we take our ends, if we're going to do this, you don't want to just, in our one-on-one, we're going to line up and say, okay, 5 technique. Okay, here we go, ready? We want to say, alright, let's say 5 technique, give me a base block. Ready? Go. Base, go, cuff and choke. Okay, here we go, ready? Base, head, base, ready to hit, boom. Okay, now it's head on the inside, alright? And we'll say, okay, reach. Okay, in the regular reach, ready, reaches, boom. I'm going to shoot 2 hands, I'm going to push. Okay? Alright? And we'll say, okay, reach, head, reach, ready to go. I'm going to be heavy inside on the gas. Okay? I'm going to be heavy inside the gas. Okay? And the same thing. So now we'll say, okay, we'll practice working seconds with hi-hat, 5 technique, boom. And come on, we'll pass rush. Okay, come on, we'll drill it. And so, okay, ready, here we go, ready, hi-hat, head. There we go. And we're going to move to the inside, nose comes around. So we get on that. And we want to make sure we're working at an individual period, just like we're working anything. You work your base, reach down, your one-on-one periods. You want to make sure we're throwing in our stunts just the same as anything else you do, okay? All right. Let me go through the, take one other person, just do guard. I'm going to need another person to do the 3 technique. Come on. All right, here we go, ready? This is the one we're talking about, the 3 technique to penetrate, okay? We'll call this an echo, okay? Yep. Actually, I'll do that when you get outside. Okay. If we set echo, okay? Again, if this ball's over there, I don't want to step in and be thick on it. That's not, we're running a stunt. If we're running a stunt, we're running a stunt. So he knows what? I'm going to widen out now. Okay? I'm going to get in a gap. Alright? Alright? I'm going to snap the ball, I'm going. Okay? I'm blowing a big gap. Alright? If it's passed, let's go to the multiple hi-hat. Okay, if it's high, I'm going to work through the tackle's ass because I'm now contained from a 3 technique. Okay? That's not a pass, we'll go that way. Okay? So here, my job is to take this. I do this, if we're zoning this way, and I do this, what's going to happen? Boom. Okay? That's what I'll look. Come back. Now you do the 3 technique. Okay? Alright? So if I'm the backer running that go, alright, ready to go. I'm going to drop step, and I'm going through the B gap. I'm through the A gap on the backside. I got it? That's mine. Okay? It's a run stunt. It ain't a pass twist. It's a run stunt. Okay? The first thing we're going to talk, don't sell, don't give it away. You're 2 feet outside the tackle. You're still here. Okay? If I was a hand in the dirt, same thing. I got 3 technique. I'm going to be, we would play 3 technique. I'm going to be in a wide 5. Now I have to squeeze it because I got a defender in the gap next to me. Okay, so we play a wide 5, snap the ball, his hands down, I would drop step, same thing, and I want to make sure I hit this thing, my shoulder's square going downhill. Okay? Now the problem, the center's coming with him too. Alright? The center should be coming here. Alright? If the center's coming here, you got to fit in that damn gap. Okay? Alright. What if it goes away from him? Alright? Now, let's say the zone is that way. Okay? If they zone that way, go, and I drop. Now again, same thing we said was, it's my body, it's his body, it's somebody. It's got to get in that daggum A gap. That's my gap. So take back the time. Okay? So if I was here, ready, go, I drop step, and that was it. If I got to shove his ass down in that gap, I'm going to shove him down in that gap. Okay? We got that? We don't care. I mean, who gets that A gap and put his body in it, or I'm going to take it. And one of them, somebody's going to be in that gap. Okay? All right. That's an echo. Any questions about that? The 2 I just said, Ed and Echo, we like them away from the back. Okay? We don't want 2 running back. We you're running zone as, okay? So we're running zone this way. And we're going to get in this, okay? Knowing that what? The center's probably going to work the shade technique, who? The mic back. Okay? All right? Now, if you kick into a shade, now you shade on the center, going down, everybody good? Now we do the same thing, we zone this way. Ready? Zone, clean. This is mine. Okay? All right? Almost everything. This is now, I'm going to make sure I got it inside. This is my gap. Okay? The backer still wants to rock, right? They still want to get the guy with the nose guard to make sure you can handle everything. And plus, it just makes it a heck of a lot easier with the backer to know back away from me on a rocker step. That's it. I don't care if it's stunt in front of me or whatever else. I'm a rocker step. I get habits doing the same things over and over. Okay? But we like both of those away from the back. We don't like the two things. Okay? Actually, the way we call it, is when we call it, that's what they're doing. So we don't care. We'll say, let's say we go over the front, so 3's over there. Oh, put the 3 to the back. However you want to call it, back over. Okay? We say quick. We're going to put the quick game on. The back's over there, it's an edge. Okay? Okay? If we went to 100 front, back's over there, the 3 technique, it's an echo. So all you know is what's here. If I got 3 5s, so it's an echo. Now you push, now I got this. Okay? So they're not, so that's why we're on both. Again, we're in a shady 5, kick down, it's going to be an edge, away from the back. Okay? And again, with 3 5, we're going to run the echo. Okay? We're going to do that away from the back. Again, what we're really trying to do there is pinch off the zone. Okay? We're trying to funnel that zone and make him hit up inside because we told these backers are what? He's been running through. We want to get a soft step up, hit it in the mouth, a little change up on the backside of the zone. Okay? All right. Now, this backer, check, we said what? This is one of the 3 techniques. So let's have the mic in the 10. Okay? I am a to C. Okay? I'm A to C. All right? Now, that don't matter if it's an echo stunt, that's the penetrator, the 5 coming underneath, or the slam coming with the trigger. Either one of those things, we tell him to do what you got to do on the stunt to your side is when you pat, pat, pat. Pat your feet. Okay? Don't be in a hurry to do anything. If you don't tell them, that naturally can happen in the second one. And they'll just start climbing the ball. Okay? So, we want to go pat, pat, pat. The ball's here, then I'm going to play. Okay? If it was the option there, boom, I'm a free player over here. Okay? Alright? I'm going to pat, pat, pat. If the back was coming and shoulders were flat, then I'm going to scrape tight outside, and I'm a C gap player. So I'm A to C, I'm a free player, I'm a runner. Okay? Everyone with that? A to C, I'm a free player, I'm a runner. Okay. Alright. Let's go slam. Okay? Okay? So now we're going to slam it. A pirate, whatever you call it. Okay? So we're stepping inside. Now this is a slant footwork. So what we want to talk about when we slant footwork, we want a J step. Okay? The J is I'm going to here and up. Okay? That's it. On the J. On here, and I want to take it up the field. Shoulders square, I don't want to get washed. Especially here in 3 different switching presses. Alright? So on a 3 dip, what I don't want to do is slam it over here, crossover. I've got no base. If he hits me, I'm going to walk way over here. Okay? So if I'm a 3 technique, okay? On 3 technique, I'm here, okay? J step, up the field. Okay? Now, 2 things can happen. I'm talking about the zone coming to you. You've got to work the zone coming to you. Alright? So if he zones this way to me, it'll be boom, boom. Alright? And then if the ball's going out, I'm going to hug it tight and run through that backside area. Okay? Alright? Now he goes down. I'm going to J. Boom. Don't fight for it. It's the most common thing you're going to do. You said you get an A, go Okay? So if we both do this, say they go zone away. What will work is this here. J, right? You come off his ass. Here you go. Bam. I'm running off his ass. He's running off that ass. Okay? That's the way it ought to work. Okay? Alright? With the mic being what? The back was on my side. And I should be thinking I'm slamming and attacking the back. Right? And now, if the back's on my side, I want to pat. But if it's zone read, I don't seek out to being attacked right now because it's the quarterback. Everyone know that? Because the quarterback's coming out this side. So if you pat, or just walk through your go, boom, I'm going to tap right through the down where his feet, and I'm going to place his feet. Okay? I got the quarterback, he's got the dot. Okay? Okay? And he's doing the same thing in the zone this way. Right? So zone this way, we both ought to be. Right? You're in the B gap, I'm in this gap. Okay? In north, 9 times out of 10, what happens? If I do this guard will lock on to me. He's going to lock on, and that guy should come through. Okay? Alright? You got to think about what they're doing. If I'm zone step and I'm here, boom, coming outside, right? He's coming here, you're going that way. Alright? That's really what you're trying to do. Okay? You're trying to buy the tackle and buy the guard and get those two inside. Okay? Alright. Here's what I'm going to go through this. When we slam the slam, we're going to go through all those things. Okay? We're going to say slam forward, right? So he's going to slam it. I'm going to work with the reach block. Okay? If I'm reaching, if he reaches and I slam, I want to rip through the inside arm, and then I got to hug it back outside. I don't want to run into the guard. Okay? So he's still my read. Okay? So if I step inside, and he's doing that, I want to rip through the inside armpit, right? And I'm going to work through the backside of the calf. Okay? You got it. So we'll work the reach block. Okay? Then we'll work again. We'll work reach block, and then we'll work base block. He base blocks me, boom, boom. I'm going to dip and rip to the inside armpit. Okay? Then the same thing. We're going to work the pass block. So he's doing the high hat. Boom. I'm slamming. I'm here inside. Okay? And what ought to happen, let's get a couple shots of this, because this is what works. All right, here we go. Ready? You do this, let's just jog through it. Here it goes. We'll go high hat. Okay? When he goes down, what's his tackle going to do? And he's going to power down. Okay? So we'll just walk through first. Yeah. Slam step, ready, back. Okay, ready? So we've gone through the reach. He's hugging on my inside now. Right? We've gone through the base. Now say hi hat, ready to go. And you start slamming, he's going to power down. Okay? When he powers down, right? When he powers down, we're telling you, you got to dig into that inside armpit. You want to hug him with your neck. Okay? Walk through, ready? There you go. Boom. I want to hug my neck. He's going to try to power me down. And I got to keep working up the field to make sure you don't push me past the quarterback. Have we got that? So we're going to do this again. We'll speed up a little bit. Go. Boom. All right. And you want to get a toe grip, hug it tight, and work yourself down the side. Okay? Make sure we don't want to end up over there. Okay? We're still, if we're rushing the quarterback, 4-spoke rush. All right? I'm still the inside rusher on his side. Okay? I'm not an inside rusher, but this is outside rusher now. The nose guards. Alright? I know we're not doing the pass. Alright? So that's what we'll do. Again, we want to rep it. We want to get the same looks. We want to say, okay, alright, we'll get them on the backers on the edge, or 5 techniques on the edge. We're going to work reach block, boom, push. Alright, reach block versus edge. Ready to go, boom, here. Okay, good. Here we're ready to reach block versus slam. Ready to go. Boom, hug it tight and back outside. Okay? And you got to get all those looks versus the same thing. We good? Okay. Let me cover this real fast too. When we rep it, you did it before. Come back. Just like when we go, so we're working the outside backers. So all we'll do is we'll say, look, because again, defense you're running. For us, I got 3, so it'll be mics, outsides are all together. So when we work the eat drill, so we're going to work off here, eat, it's eat for the outside backer, it's ready to go, boom, he replaces the feet, he comes, right? Mike backer comes up, it's a slam game. So he does the same thing, he slides inside though. He slides inside, now the Mike's going, ready to hit, go, you're going to place outside. Yeah, got it? They're going to slam inside, and you do the same deal, ready to hit, you ride them, you attack, we want to make sure we're tapping, replacing the outside guy's foot, just like that. Go with me? So all those drills, we can drill them all together. I'll just say, hey, outside backer eat, inside backer swing. All right? And there's a work drill. Ready? Set, hit. Get with breathe, boom, tap. Got the pitch, flat down line. Okay? Any questions about that?
You want him to pat.
Well, the only time he don't have to pat is when the back. If the back's on his side, okay? If the back's on his side, you say this, right? It's being threatened. When he does this, your C is being threatened right now with me. Okay? So you got to go. Okay? If the back was over here, and we're slamming over here, or egg game over here, pat, pat, pat. For now, it's like, there's no threat. The only threat would be the back coming all the way across. You got time. All right? So now if we're on this side, you here, go, pat, pat, pat. There you go. Check the A to the C. Okay? If the back shoulders was turned there, right? Pat, 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 and get ready to straight for the C. Okay, we got that? Good? All right. All right, good. I got some film on this. Let's go inside and watch it. Okay? Let me do this. I'm kind of clean it up a little bit. Guys, I'm talking about playing from both sides right now. We've been talking about playing from the shade and a 5 on the side, or the 3 and a 5 on the side. I want to make sure. If you were running something like this, say, hey, you want to pick one scheme, and say, I want to do that. I want to play it. Set my 3 to the back. Okay, I'm going to put my 3 to the back. Right. I'm a single back, single gap spacing. I got that gap. Right. He's squeezing. Right. He's a quarterback player. Right. I'm going to rock it on that side. Read my guard. I'm going to teach him to expand. Okay. And here's the change-ups you can have, right? Now I can say what? Right? I want to put the head game on, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to let him handle the B gap. I'm going to free him up. Play my two. He's going to be squeezed. I'm going to play too high with it. Okay? Right? And then what? Then you turn around and you say, okay. And I want to put in here again my 3 technique. Right? Back. Right? And I'm going to slam him. And I'm scrape him for the quarterback. He's still going to rock it. He's got that gap. Okay? And that's pretty simple. I mean, we're going to get down. Now, no, I'm actually hitting this side, and back's over here, back's over here, back's over here. But if you wanted to do it real simple and say, look, man, we're going to play over front, we're going to play it to the back, okay? We're going to play it to the back, and here's our change-up. We're going to be able to play it here, cover 3, okay? Strong safety. We're going to play it here, cover 3, squeeze, rocker step, do all that stuff. We're going to play here too high, right? We're going to go ahead and let in, take the B gap, free him up. We'll do the same thing. You're squeezing. Here we go. And then we're going to change up with a slam call to the back. And that's a game. That's a game plan itself. We don't have to do all that stuff, right? Okay. Some of you are going to say, "Hey, I'd rather be or whatever. I may be a 3-5, 3-3, and you want to do it however you want to do it. You want to get the shape 5 and all this stuff." But I think I know this. The best way to get that, you got to get something. You got to execute. The last thing you want to be is a jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I mean? You got to be able to get something. You guys execute. Now, my job in here today is to show you how to do it on both things. So I'm throwing both action. But obviously, if you're a 4-3 team, you're probably going to put. I just put back and put the 3 techniques to the back, and we're going to play it. And on my change, it's going to be slam game, or I may stunt the backside guy to handle it that way. Okay. And again, why? We'll talk in the next session, so this will fit in. But the important part is to make make sure, well, why do you ever have to do that for the slam? Well, it's gonna, I want to show you just now so you fit in, is that okay, so 5, 3. Okay, all right, there's the back. They're going to double that. They're going to turn out there. They're going to base him. They're going to pull the tackle and lead up on him. Okay, they're going to hand it to the back. He takes that gap. That back will better either whoop that tackle's ass and take them both, or, like I said, you do this, and this tackle's got to do what? Now I can spill it on the outside. Who's there? Corner. Okay? Or if they want, again, they want to run it, because you get the little flip play. Right? They're going to insert him on the mic. Base that, right? Lock him, or I could read that guy. Double that. And I get the same thing with your mic. So we want to come up, we want to lever it back inside. And when he's taking that, I'm in there too in that gap. Right? Or same thing on this side. When he pulls, we say pullers have preference. Okay? Pullers got preference. And so when he goes, we're going to track the back and look here to across the top. Okay? This is a totally different thing. I'll explain that in a second. When we cover the tackle, trap, and power and all stuff, we'll get into it. But in order to be able to run a backer, you've got to be able to handle those gaps with somebody else. Okay? Unless you're just going to sit, unless you're just going to play cover 3. If you're going to play cover 3, then play it. Okay? Okay. Switch that to, what you got to switch it to?
Did this read on this?
I'm going to say this is knees down here. There you go. Okay, back. Can you back it up? All right, good. This is it. All right, ready?
Okay.
Again. Eat. He's got the back on the side.
I can't see the
I can't see that.
Can you see up there?
No, it's not. It only shows it there.
Oh, really? Okay. We're doing this side then. Okay. Again, he should go eat. Okay, back's on his side. Inch and squeeze. It depends. Like I said, game plan. It depends on how good this guy is. We'll turn his shoulders. All right, be like that. Go. And then again, you just want to see how you want to be nice and tight. Replace the feet here at the backer spot. Okay. Go. Just let it run. There you go. It's the same. This is the same play. Okay. That's not neat. This is a squeeze up top. Should be a squeeze. I don't think he's too far away. See him? He just kind of sits there. He's way too hot. Alright. This is Ed. This will be again with the 5 technique. So actually, the 5 technique away from the tailback. Down here, the back at the top. It's not showing it, but this is it's always away from here. Just like that. Can we back there one more time? That's what happens. I mean, a lot of times you catch these guys; they're off balance because look what you can cross his feet over. But this is I'm attacking the inside B of the neck. I'm the B gap player. This guy now he doesn't have an immediate threat, so he should pat. It's a little too much of a hurry, but he's patting. He goes A to C. Okay. So him, that's too much movement. See, he moves inside. He's picked up by the tackle. That's not what we're trying to do. Okay. Again, the same guy we're watching here. Okay. Should be an Ed here, so he's inside, backs away from him. Back's here, so we should get an Ed up here at the top. This one we're talking about squeezing here. One more time. Instead of take it back, because there's we can see it tight. All right, see here there you go. That's a squeeze. That's a lazy squeeze. He should have mashed that guy down in there. He's got it tight. But as soon as, again, once you read the mesh, quarterback don't have the ball, now you're a back player, right? His eyes should be here. He don't have it. Now I can play on the back. Okay. Backs at the top, so it should be Ed here. Okay. Again, one more time. So what that should do again, should free this back up. Okay. Again, he should pat here and go A to C. He should pat. That's not bad. Good. He got A to C, and then. And this will go into the stuff that we talked about. This we said when he's going A to C. Can we back one more time? This is how it's like the count and the numbers part. They give us trips to the field. Just go tight, fine. See where the mic's at? There's a 10, but he's got to be out here because there's 3 out there. He's got 1. He's got to be out there for coverage. Okay, so technically that's why he has got that gap and he's got that one. If he gets pressure, he can roll back inside. But we want him out there. 1, he's got to be tighter. It's a zone cover. Remember, zone coverage. Talk about we're pushing it. If they give us the numbers, okay, go ahead. So that's the mic outside. He would start to roll inside, and then he's got to play outside. Echo. This is the 3 technique up, and the 5 technique underneath the A gap. And it should be here. 3 technique should be up in the B. This guy should be in the A gap. Okay? And then so the mic should be patting here because he's got a stunt in front of him. Then let's go back one more time. Let's just see if it's the other side. I know it's not on the clip, but again, he should eat. Too high, right? He's got to mash his ass down. That's what we'd say. That's you should be too soft for the tackle. You got to declare the thing. Get his butt down in there. Echo again, which should be, there you go. Probably should go to tight. Okay, 3 and 5 there. There's the echo at the left side of the screen. All right. Slam would begin 3, 5, both underneath. Should be doing it from the boundary. Here's the 3-5 down here. And there you go. So then he wouldn't squeeze, he would go up to the back right now. So watch 48. He should be going through the hip of that tackle. There you go, back up one more time. You kind of see the 3 technique here, slide off the back. This is kind of what we want here. Feet were probably not great, we never did. No, he got more of a J step. But see, the same thing. Again, the guy is down. I want to slide off the back. Don't fight for that gap and get nothing. Slamming there. And there's a guy. That's a screw up. Watch the backer. He should be tackling this thing right now. He should be tackling this guy. Watch him. He's going to square up. No, he's never done that. There's no reason. We're slamming. The mic should be popping outside for the quarterback. Okay? And he should have just took it. 3-5 down here again. Slam. I should be thinking quarterback. Mic.
So you run slam to the back.
Well, no, it's not always to the back. We'll do it a lot of times. I mean, we can slam to the back. We'll slam it back, away, whatever. Yeah. A lot of our slam stuff's on the field.
And the other 2 you want to stay away from.
The other 2 we're going to stay away from the back. Yep. This is the mad we talked about coming off the edge. So now we give them the over front. 3-5. We should be bringing this invert right here. leg. Alright. I wanted to put it back over there. See if it gives it to me. Okay. 3-5, invert coming here. There's the back. He should tack the dive. He should have the quarterback. See? Should not squat like that. Okay? He should be coming.
Spilling stuff that comes his way.
Yep, it's just spilling out. Yeah, if you get a pull, anything on the edge, yeah. If he gets a pull or anything to him, you stay inside. If it's power, you're going to stay inside, kick it out. That should have been a no gain. It's a 4-yard goal anyway. See, if you don't squat, that's a no-brainer. Same thing, 3-5, so you can bring him. Same play. Is that it? Alright, here you go, Ray. I do always show the screen on this one. It's the same thing with slant steps. What we're going to do here is, again, we're going to take the both inside players and we're going to slam them to the back. Okay? So I said I would J step, same thing. I'm going to go from a 1 to a 3 and from a 3 to a 1. For an even front team, this is good stuff. See if we can get it tight. Okay? Again, I should go from a 1 to a 3. One more time. Can we do that one more time? And again, this guy should go from a 3. He should go from 3 to a 1. I should go from 1 to a 3. Is that nice? All right. Again, back's over here. So we talk about we're going to do it to the back. Because again, in that front, we're trying to really we're going to put the 3 to the front, not 3 to the back. Okay. So we're trying to make sure you understand we should go from 3 to 1 and 1 to the 3 on that side.
If you can do that, it's easy when you come on with that. I mean, it's now.
Because we're always going to put the 3 to the back, so it always be squeezed. Right. He's going to go. He knows I'm squeezing. I'm going to get the 3 here. All right, flips. The one I showed before was should be both backers. These are 2 linebackers right here. Okay, we take the other end and we put them over there. We put both ends on the same side. Put both backers on the same side. And it's not going to be good. Now, go to the next one. So you can walk in this. Now here. 3-5, what should you do? Squeeze. You're going to flip the back.
So we see a lot
I
of,
should be squeezing.
we see a lot of that.
That's wrong. Get the damn quarterback. Okay, there you go. 2 backs at the top. When we do this, again, this is not the right foot either. What we do is, can we pause for a second? And that's a total different thing. When we put those 2 backs on the side, there's a couple games we got, right? So we went backer like this. The games would be, we would either, we're going to put him on the back, him on the quarterback. Then we're going to put him on the back, squat, put him on the quarterback. Okay? And what happens is it's the same stomp when we want to see pass, so and then it goes into pass stuff again. we're doing that, it ought to be like on a high hat, he ought to be underneath him. I'm outside. If we're doing another one, if he high hats, I'm underneath him, I'm outside. Okay? And the gap scheme, you can just pause it right there. Okay? Any questions about that? The stunts, you know, there's all the zone blitz stuff, which we're going to talk about that when we do the pass stuff, but you know, there's a lot of the zone, same thing. I don't know how much you guys zone blitzing or whatever, but any of the zone blitz stuff we do, we just tag it back and we run it to the back. We want to stop the zone option. So, basic thing when we talk about this though is, you know, when we talk about the zone read, we want to be able to stop it with a 4-man front. You know, we want to be able to play it with our base stuff. We're gonna, like, it ain't too high stuff. What we're trying to do is really, we want to run too high, be able to handle all the pass stuff we want to do. And I say too high, it means it could be for us, you know, it could be quarter halves, or, you know, too deep man under, whatever else. It could be whatever else, but anything too high safeties. And any of that stuff, like I said at the beginning, if it's a 7-man front, though, we're going to stunt the front. Because the next talk, we'll start talking about all the gap scheme stuff, we're going to power and counter and reading it, just to make sure we don't get outmanned. Hence that for the quarterback ISO, quarterback lead, and all those things. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and stop, and we'll go ahead and